Hello. Oh my gosh. Y'all, like, what a week it's been. What a week it has been. I forgot to buy the book, so I need to go in and buy the book. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. My son's birthday was yesterday, so like that's what we celebrated. I don't really do Christmas celebrations anymore, so I hope everybody had a good Christmas. My son had an excellent birthday. I had bought him like 3 pairs of earrings that have like the screw backs so they don't like fall off real easy. And like right after he opened it up, he like stacks all his stuff. Whenever he opens it up, right after he opened everything up, he walks into his room with his stack of stuff and loses one of the earrings. And I was literally like looking through the trash, looking through the wrapping paper, trying to find these earrings because they were his favorite ones that I bought him. And I thought I was experiencing like for real, like a glitch in the matrix because like, how did they just disappear from sitting in the stack where we were like sitting down opening presents? Hey there. Where we were sitting down opening presents and then just disappear on the way to his rooms. So I was literally like looking through everything trying to find these damn earrings, and guess where they were? Just guess. Just guess. Because I looked through the fucking trash can twice. Hey y'all. I'm not doing anything tonight. We're getting ready to read this book, but I fucking forgot to buy it on Kindle. So I gotta like purchase the book on Kindle and then get on. I don't celebrate Christmas because my son's birthday is Christmas Day. So we celebrate his birthdays. Yeah, you like my earrings? Aren't they pretty? So these bottom ones are from Pandora. And then these ones are little scissors because I groom dogs. So those are little scissors for the dogs that I groom. But thank you. So y'all gotta tell me, where do you think those damn earrings were that I bought for my son? You have to guess. Just take a guess. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Oh, I would love to see your website, Steve, if you're selling antiques and stuff. Nope, they weren't in the toilet. That's a good guess, though. They were not in the toilet. They were not on the coffee table. They were not on the coffee table. They were not in the toilet. Take one more guess, and then I'll tell you where it was. Yeah, I'm in the U.S. So let me turn down my TV because I've been watching Wakanda. I look Welsh. It was not in the package still. It so whenever he went into his room, he had a stack of all his stuff. It fell out of the packaging and ended up underneath his dresser. And that was like one of the places that we didn't look. It would have been nice if it was in his pocket because I asked him, I was like, check your pocket, check the floor, check everywhere. And y'all, I literally looked in the trash twice. I pulled everything out of the trash thinking that it ended up in like the wrapping paper in the trash bag. I am in the US. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am Meso-American, so I am a little bit Spaniard, a little bit Mexican, and a little bit American. And this is my third time. This is my third time trying to sit down and watch Wakanda Forever. Literally my third time. You're from Memphis? I have never been to Memphis. Never, not one time. I look Indian. Yeah, some people say that. Some people say that I look Indian. Some people say that I look Italian. So I get a lot of that. I get a lot. I get a lot of that. What's everybody else doing? Like, how was your weekend? How was your week? How was your Christmas? Yeah, people say that all the time that I look Italian. It's weird. Thank you. Thank you. Kathleen, I thought I was experiencing a glitch in the matrix. I thought that I like blinked my eyes and ended up in a new timeline and it shit just disappeared. So, what did you guys do you have kids? Did you guys celebrate Christmas? Like if you have kids, I we did switch timelines. I know because the other night I woke up and I felt so weird. I felt like something was hey Beatnik, I felt like something was wrong because like something was just off. I woke up and I felt completely different than I normally do. And it was like I knew that I had entered into a different timeline. Your kids had a good Christmas. That's awesome. I would love to go on a shopping spree. And yes, everybody be respectful. How much was it? Y'all had a lot of wine. I don't drink, but I don't dog anybody else if that's what you want to do. I like to be in control of my mind. I've had a lot of nights out of control, so I like to yeah, I'm single. I like to be in control of my mind. Make you the mom. I don't even know you like that. I would love to come to Hawaii. I would love to. So, if you're new here, I am Vivian and I talk about all things narcissism. Africa sounds nice. I don't like the cool weather. Narcissism. Um, I talk about Gypsy Rose and how her narcissistic traits are going to affect her children. Hey, Madeline. Um, and yeah, we just like have a good chat. So, um, when I finished Gypsy Rose's book the last time, we decided that the next book that I was going to do was going to be about narcissism and how daughters of narcissistic mothers suffer. And so the book that I'm going to be reading is a book called Will I Ever Be Good Enough? And it is about daughters of narcissistic mothers. Oh my gosh. So before we get on the book, if we get on the book today, we might not, and that's okay. But before we get on the book, I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of like the rumors that are going around. I'm going to turn some lights on because it's a little dark. Okay. I wanted to talk about some of the rumors that are going on with her right now. Whoopsie. And I don't know if I like fully believe that she is back with Ryan. I know that the photo does really look like they are together and that she was at his house, but I don't want to speculate on that. I do want to say that I got confirmation that in the book where she's talking about how June the 10th was finally a day where she could celebrate and it not be a day of sadness or whatever, because, she unalived her mom on June the 9th. And how she was feeling so good about, being pregnant. And that was the day that she got to see her daughter's ultrasound for the first time. Well, I have confirmation that that is a lie. What's wrong with my eyebrows? What is wrong with them, Rachel? I think they look good. What's wrong? What's wrong with them? I feel like I did a good job. I mean, maybe I didn't, but I feel like I just anyway. So I have confirmation that she lied about the June 10th bullshit situation. I did not get a chance. Thank you, Beat Nick. I did not get a chance to actually go on and make the video that I wanted to make about that, but I have all the confirmation that that is a fucking lie. That's a lie. That's what I was just talking about, Sock. Thank you. Thank you, everybody who says that my eyebrows look good and I look beautiful. Thank you so much. It's annoying when people tell me that my eyebrows look bad. Look, y'all, my iPad is literally dead. I'm sitting here trying to use it and I can't get it to turn on. Like as if it's gonna hurt my feelings. And if you say that something's wrong with my eyebrows, like say what it is. Like what's wrong with them? Do you not think that there's enough arch to them? Do you think that they're too dark? Like state your opinion and say it with your chest. Thank you. Okay, let me go get my other computer because this is dead. So a lot of people ask me like why I don't celebrate Christmas. And it's just mainly because my son's birthday is Christmas. So like I'm already celebrating something anyways. And I just feel like I would rather celebrate his birthday as the main celebration rather than celebrating Jesus's birthday, because we don't even really know if that's when Jesus was technically born. So I just think that like, yeah, let me just celebrate my kids. I look 45 years. I'm actually a little bit younger than that though. Hey, Joey from Lafayette, Louisiana. Thank you so much, you guys. I've never had so many compliments, and you know what? I didn't even do my hair. I only did my makeup. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jesus was not born in December. He was born in like March or something. March or whatever. Okay. I don't think I can read the book on this. I think I would have to yeah, I think I have to wait for my iPad to charge because I don't have the Kindle app on here. And I think I have to have the Kindle app in order to download the book. So the proof that I have is yeah, March or April. If you go into well, you can't now because she's deleted everything. But if you go back onto her YouTube, um I'm going to talk about that in just a second, Beatnik. If you go back onto her YouTube, she literally deleted everything. But when she posted that she was pregnant, she posted that she was pregnant. I can't remember the exact date, but she posted the Sweet Pea 3D ultrasound on July the 10th. On July the 10th. And if you watch the ultrasound, which you can't now because she fucking deleted everything, because she knows that I'm onto her and her lies because I mentioned about it. But if you look at the Sweet Pea, it's so nice to meet all of you. If you no, I'm not a minor, unless you're not talking to me. Definitely not a minor. In the Sweet Pea video that was posted on July the 10th, if you look at, like, it was taken on the same day that it was posted. If you look up on the dates, which you can't now because she fucking deleted everything, which is a little annoying. But then also, if you go into the GRB Snark subreddit, they have photos of where Gypsy and Ken made that like pregnancy announcement, and she has a sonogram in her hand. But when she made that pregnancy announcement, she was too early to have a sonogram. Like, you can't. I'm 43. Well, I'll be 43 in July. You have it recorded? Oh my God, I would love to see it because I have been looking for a way to debunk this whole June 10th that she got this sonogram on June the 10th. I've been looking for a way to debunk it, and I think I have quite a bit of proof already because Zora sent me a video where Gypsy and Christy were at the doctor's, and that was on May the 27th. And in the video, the nurse tells Gypsy that she was not able to get an ultrasound yet because she's not far enough along, and that she needed to wait until X amount of weeks. And that was on May the 27th. So if she got her sonogram, if she got her sonogram done, it would have had to have been before you saw that video today. It would have had to have been before the Sweet Pea, because in the Sweet Pea thing, she was saying that she got her last ultrasound at 7 weeks or something like that, which I didn't even know that you could get an ultrasound that early. Like, I mean, I've been pregnant a couple of times, and they didn't let you get ultrasounds that early. Like, you had to. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. I really do take very good care of my skin and my face. I thought you had to wait until you were like 12, 14 weeks before you could get an ultrasound, but I know it's been a long time since I've been pregnant, so don't quote me on that being like for real, for real. And when she, damn it, when she posted the Sweet Pea one, it was July the 10th, not June the 10th. So I'm wondering if she got those dates confused. Thank you, Chrissy, for liking the live. I wonder if she got those dates confused or if it was literally just a lie. Yes, I'm talking about Gypsy Rose. I do not think that she is a poor woman. I think that she is a manipulative cunt who does not deserve happiness in life at all. But that's just my opinion. You are welcome to have your own. I would never like tell you that having your opinion is wrong. You are welcome to that. And back to what you were saying, Cambria, I am very, very Cambria. I am like getting sober was the best thing that I ever did for myself. Literally, I can think better. Like, my skin looks better. My health is better. Everything is better. And I just really enjoy being sober. Yeah, she's a mess. She is a mess, a legitimate mess. Okay, I am having a hard time signing into my Amazon account. Is this right? No. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I don't drink alcohol. I don't use any drugs. Mm, I can't do it. Life is 100% better. I can remember things. I don't wake up feeling guilty, not knowing what I did the night before. That's a scary feeling. I mean, imagine being so like fucked up that you can't remember what you did the night before. I mean, you could have gone out and really hurt somebody and you would not remember it. And that's scary. It's dangerous. I am back. I am back. Right? It's the guilt for me. I've done some pretty crazy things under the influence that I don't even want to talk about. Um, I've been sober for since 2018. And before I got sober, I was homeless for 2 years. And I slept literally in a tent at McDowell Park and Cherry Park and Ebenezer Park, like literally sleeping in a tent with my heated blanket and a heater and a blow up mattress. Yeah. Not many people know that about me, and that's fine. But yeah, McDowell Park. Yep. And because you can't like become a resident there, you're only allowed to stay on each site for 10 minutes. There were showers. They had a bathhouse, a place where you could do laundry, and like each site had electric and water. Each site had electric and water, so you could plug up your electric heater and all, and like wash dishes and stuff like that. Um, but I mean, it just is literally like a tent on the site, and that's it. And then and a fire pit. So like on really cold nights, you'd have to turn on the fire and sleep with the heater on, with the tent closed, and like a heated blanket so you could stay warm. And the shower house was, it didn't feel like it had heat in it at all. It felt cold. Like I would have to take my little heater into the shower house so that I could be warm while I was taking a shower, because I mean everything's outside, so of course it's cold. I can't sign into my Amazon. I'm struggling. So we probably will not start the book tonight because I can't purchase it and my iPad's dead. But we'll definitely start it tomorrow. I don't know. I can't remember my password to sign in to Amazon. It says that I can use a passkey, but then I'd have to go get another device to sign in, and I'm already on like 3 different devices. Cambria, it definitely makes us who we are. Like after being homeless and all of that, I worked for a company as a dog groomer for 2 years. I built up their entire dog grooming salon, like from the ground up. They didn't have not one client whenever I started there. And so I went from making $0 whenever I started there to building the business up to making 100,000, which was pretty good in the span of a 1 year time. And then I love this. I love this robe. And then after I built up their business, I was like, well, if I can build up somebody else's business, I can certainly build one for myself. So I ended up getting fired because the girls that were working at the front, like managing the place, were upset that I was making more than them because at that point in time I was making like 80 grand a year. And they were upset that I had gone from making a salary because when they hired me on, I was making a salary. I was making a salary of $600 a week. And then if I netted more than $600 a week, then I got paid, over, but I never got paid any less than $600. So whenever I started building the business up and I was making consistently making more than $600 a week, that salary was obsolete, and then I was just getting paid for the work that I was doing. And that second year that I was there, I made like $94,000, and the girls were so pissed that I was making more than a manager's salary. And they started talking shit about me, saying that I was doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And so I ended up getting fired. And after I got fired, I started my business, and I've had my business open now for 4 years. So congratulations, Christy. Being sober is so nice. Okay, so this robe I got from Amazon, and it comes in a lot of different colors. The one that I got is like the deep purple one, and I really love it because the arms are really long. You can see like they're long. And then the robe is also really long. So like it comes pretty much all the way down to my feet, which is nice because when it gets cold here and I have to walk my dog outside to use the bathroom or whatever. Hey, Whisper, when it gets cold and I have to walk my dog outside to use the bathroom, I can just throw my robe on and like let him outside really quick and still stay warm. Oh, Mary, oh my God. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're sober. I was also a DV survivor as well. My mother was my first abuser, and then my first boyfriend and I were together for 7 years, and he was very physically violent with me. I tried to leave many times, but it was very, very difficult to do so. Um, you're welcome, Cambria. It was very difficult to do so, but then after leaving the relationship with him, I didn't give myself enough time to actually heal, and got into another relationship that was very similar but not similar, with another narcissist, and ended up having 2 kids. And then we separated, and then immediately got into a relationship with my ex-husband, and my ex-husband and I were together for 14 years. All of them were narcissists. They just had different faces and names. I don't really have a relationship with my father, but I have to say that before he passed away, because he passed away from colon cancer in 2013. And then my stepfather passed away in 2014. So those were some pretty hard years for me because I lost my actual father to colon cancer. And then I lost my dad my stepdad the very next year. And I think that my mom, actually Murderer him. I think she's the reason why he ended up unalived. I can't prove it, but I do think that she was the cause of why he died. Um, so that's the reason why I'm able to, hey, Linz, that's the reason why I'm able to like spot out narcissists and the BS, because I have experienced it for so long that it's like I know it. And I've had to work really, really hard to be able to notice what it was in me that kept attracting these narcissists, right? Because it's not just I'm picking these people. It's they're attracted to me for some reason because I'm empathetic, I'm too giving, I don't have clear boundaries, those kinds of things. Hey, Gisela. So I had to really do some introspective work and some reflection to figure out what it was about me that was attracting all these energetic vampires. And so I've been doing that for the last 2 years. When I realized that my ex-husband, my second husband, was abusing me and taking advantage of me through financial means. Thank you so much, Gisela. Through financial means, I had to really take a step back and like separate myself from him. And I knew that if I didn't make a decision to like get him out of my life immediately, that he would essentially talk me back into being in a relationship with him. So once I realized like what was going on, it took me a couple of years to separate like financially, emotionally, and all these things. Like I prepared my exit because I wanted to make sure that I was being smart and that he wasn't going to take all of my money that I worked hard for. Because while I was building this business, he was not working at all. Like I was working 7 days a week, working 3 jobs while he was just sitting on his fucking ass, not doing anything. And I wanted to make sure that when I got out of the relationship, that he wasn't going to take any of my money. So I planned everything. I separated all of my finances from his, and like the only money that I would put in our joint account was money that needed to pay the bills and that sort of thing. And then when I finally got up the courage to be like, I want you to leave, I didn't sleep at all that night because we slept in the bed together, like we were sleeping in the bed together. I told him that I wanted him to leave and that I didn't think that we needed to be together anymore. And the next morning, I took his house key and told him to leave. And I couldn't change the locks because I live in an apartment and they won't allow you to change the locks. So I had to take his key from him, and then I didn't allow him to come back until it was time for him to like pick up his stuff and leave. And then he left, and then he moved back in with his mom and lived with his mom for a year and then got his own place. And then he had a year to save up and do all of that, and then ended up inheriting money that year as well. So, like, he's not hurting. Oh, Carolyn, I'm so excited to see that she's been sober for a little while. It takes time. It takes time. She's got a year under her belt. I tell myself all the time, it's one day at a time. Don't think about what life is going to be like 5 years from now sober. Just think about what today is going to be like, what tomorrow is going to be like, one day at a time. It's not the easiest thing to do to get sober. It's hard. Congratulations, Samantha. One day at a time, one day at a time. Seriously, one day at a time. Also, removing all of the narcissists from my life has also been a huge motivating factor for me to stay sober and for me to build everything that I have, because narcissists really love when you are miserable. So they will give you the worst advice ever just to see you fail. You know what I'm saying? And I was taking a lot of people's advice because I thought that they had my best interests in mind when really they just enjoyed seeing me suffer. And once I removed the main narcissist from my life, which was my mother, my life improved immeasurably. I mean, immeasurably. Just removing her from my life. Thank you, Katrina. I've never been told how beautiful I am as many times as I have tonight. Y'all are making my head big. Thank you. So, once my mother was out of my life, things started to improve slowly. And then, thank you so much. That really means so much to me. I have never been told that so many times in one day. The purple, it is a good color on me, isn't it? Thank you. Um, and then removing my second husband, he was like the last narcissist that needed to go. And after removing him, it's been a little up and down because right after I separated from him, I invested in my dog grooming van, which was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. There was a lot of ups and downs, with a lot of trials with this mobile grooming van. And I invested into it, but I haven't really made a profit off of the van yet because it needed a lot of work. And then I didn't know like how to price my clients. So I was really struggling that first year. I'm coming around. This is my second year having the van, and I'm coming around. Things are starting to get a little bit better financially. I managed to save up like $3,000 in cash just from tips. So that was nice to see for myself at the end of the year. But the van will officially be paid off in May. And after that, woo! Yeah, I'm excited because I won't have that $1,500 a month payment anymore. Thank you, Natalie. Yes, it's like when you're doing bad, they're like right there with you and happy to do bad with you. But when you're doing good, they can't stand that because for some reason, like the mirror is shining up to themselves and they're like, oh, she's doing good, but I'm not. And I can't have her doing better than me. So then they try to do something that reels you back into the negative space so that you're back down in the pits with them because misery loves company. They can't have you up here when they're down here. Yes, after May, it will be all profit. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for that. I will, there's a few things that the van needs in order to run a little bit more efficiently. And so once I pay it off, I'm gonna get the mobile RV guy to come and do some do some upgrades on it so that I can hire somebody to like help me. Thank you so much, Claire. I'm so glad that watching people like me has helped you stay sober. I am so, the best thing that I can say for having my mother be a narcissist, good morning from Germany, is that I know now what not to do with my own daughter and with my own son. So while it was very hurtful to go through a lot of the things that I've been through, and there's so much that I've gone through, and like if I even told you half of the shit that I've been through, you'd be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're still alive," because there's so much. Um, my children have never had to suffer any of the things that I've had to suffer. They've never felt like they were not welcome, not wanted, not appreciated, not loved. So I'm really happy that I've been able to kind of break that cycle and that they have all the emotional support that they could ever want from me, not just emotional support, but financial support and physical support and all of those things, because I was really lacking. My mother was an alcoholic who was much like Gypsy, very male centered and motivated. And there was always a new guy coming in and out of the house, which is dangerous when you have three young girls in the home. So she didn't really care about us. It was all about what she wanted to do. And my kids have never had to go through any of that. So I'm really glad. Rambo, I normally talk about um, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I also talk about narcissism, domestic violence, drug abuse. Those they're kind of heavy topics, but I try to make it lighthearted and speak from my experience and inspiring other people. Hello from Germany and from England. I am in the US. Exactly, because like kids do not. Oh, you're an Airbnb cleaner and want to start your own business, Samantha. So the thing that you want to think about is the first thing to think about is how much money do you need to make per month in order to pay all your bills and essentially make a profit. Okay. How much money do you need? You need to feed. That's the first thing that you need to know when starting a business, because you want to make sure that you're making at least your minimum amount so that you're able to survive and live off of starting your business. And I would also say, don't, I'm from Texas, Life with Togo. I would say don't quit your actual job until you have enough income to sustain what it is that you need to make per month in your own clientele. So what I did was I was working for the last dog grooming salon that I worked for. I was working for them Monday through Sunday. Like I worked for them every single day. And whenever I would leave there, I would go and groom other people's dogs in their home. So I was working most days from 8 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. I was working my job and then I was building my business on the side. So every single day I had something to do. Even if it was one client, I was leaving work and going and doing another client so that I could build my business. And then once I got to the point where I had enough of my own clients and could take a day off from my actual job, I went from Monday to Saturday and then lowered it again to Monday through Friday, that kind of thing. Like I supplemented the income while I still had a job so that I could make sure that I was still able to sustain my lifestyle and my bills and all of those things. I have thought about that, Kathleen. I really have. I have thought very long and hard about writing a book and about doing motivational speeches. I'm getting a little bit better at speaking in front of people. It's a little bit different when you're on live because, like, you're not really in front of me. You're like in your own home. But I'm getting better. I need to get rid of all the ums and the filler words. And once I can do that, then I think that I will be able to actually be like a motivational speaker or whatever. Thank you so much. I have worked really hard. I have clawed my way up from the depths of hell 3 different times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I've been homeless 3 times, and every single time I've been homeless, I've had to start from the ground up and work my way up. And this time, this third time, I've had more this third time than I've ever had in my entire life. Not saying that third time's the charm, but I'm just saying that this third time I worked extremely hard to make sure that I would never fall back down and that I would be able to take care of myself and my family. I have done really, really good, really good. I'm very blessed to have taught myself this skill. I taught myself how to groom dogs so that I never had to live in poverty again. That was the entire point of me learning how to groom dogs. I don't know how to do that, Katrina. Thank you for the tip, Natalie. Thank you for the tip. I'll remember that. I own a mobile dog grooming business. I also create content. And I have an online course for learning how to groom dogs. Yeah, I'm doing something. Okay, thank you. Oh, I don't live in Texas. I used to live in Texas. That's where I'm originally from. I do groom cats. I work I don't work from home. I work in my mobile grooming van. When I lived in Texas, I lived in Corpus Christi. Not from Houston, from Corpus. And my mobile grooming van, it's a little old, but it still works. I was only a kid when I lived there. I've been in Charlotte my entire life. Ray, my channel is normally about narcissism, Gypsy Rose, inspiration, domestic violence, abuse, and drug abuse and recovery. So there's like a lot that I do, but I try to center it all around a positive experience, not, talking about the hell shit. Let me grab something to drink. I've actually never been to Houston, like to hang out or do anything. I've never been. I drove through it. Okay, do most of my blogs on YouTube. I do have quite a bit of videos on YouTube already, and I've been thinking about doing like a day in the life and then talking about how my life is so much different now than it was whenever I was living in the tent, because living in the tent was rough. It was rough. I had to get up at 4:30 every single morning because some mornings I had to break everything down, put it in my car. I was working one of those work today, get paid today type of jobs. So I would do that, and then I would groom dogs on the side. I have done so much. Yeah, I groom dogs. I own a dog grooming business currently. And this year, I am proud to say that my business has doubled from last year. So the revenue has doubled. I made a certain amount last year, and this year I made double. I'm really excited. Yeah. Okay, I got to get something to drink. I do not know any K-pop groups. Filtered water. I usually drink my water out of one of those copper tins because the copper purifies the water. But I have that in my room and then this one out here. I don't like drinking cold water. I like my water room temperature because I feel like you're able to drink more when it's room temperature. I am single with kids, but my kids are grown. I have two kids. My son's 19 and my daughter's 17. Told you I was thirsty. Uh, Life with Togo, that is a great question. So he asked, do you think you should completely remove a narcissistic family member from your circle or still talk to them? So every situation is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be based on how this person is in your life, who they are to you, and how much of an influence they have in your life. Does this person every time you communicate with this person, do you leave that interaction feeling like shit? If you leave that interaction feeling bad, then I would definitely say remove them from your life. Do not keep a family member in your life just because they're a family member. I've cut off all my family. I literally every one of them. I went no contact with my mom in 2018. Like I said, my life improved immeasurably. And when I went no contact with my mom, I went no contact with the rest of my family as well. So I have it literally, it's me and my two kids. That's all I have in my life, me and my two kids. Because every single person that has been in my life in the past has abused me in some way, shape, or form. And I refuse to allow people to continue to disrespect me as I am who I am right now. Like, whenever you separate from your family, it's hard for your family to see you as a different person than who they view you as from your past. And sometimes that family continues to treat you like the person you were in 2012 rather than the person that you are in 2025. And for me, if you can't see and treat me for who I am today, and you're constantly talking about the person that I was in 2012, you're unwilling to see the growth or the change because you don't want to admit that there has been growth or change, or you want to pull me back into the person that I was in 2012. And I'm not willing to allow that to happen to myself again. So take some time to really write down how it benefits to have this person in your life, because if it is not benefiting you, and I hate to be like that, but if it's not benefiting you, then it's hurting you. Like, what does this person bring to your life? Do they bring you inspiration, motivation, comfort, joy, peace? What do they bring you? What benefits are they bringing for you? If they're not benefiting you in any way, remove them. Hey, Flynn, I'm so excited to see you. Yeah, so my family has a bad habit of being disrespectful to me because I'm like the baby sister, right? And they think that they can just walk all over me. And they've proven to me time and time and time again that they don't respect my boundaries. And the last issue that I had, I told them, if you cross this boundary, I am not going to continue to have a relationship with you. And they challenged it. They crossed the boundary anyway, even after I clearly stated, this is what my boundary is. And if you cross this boundary, I am removing all contact from me and my kids. And every single one of them ended up crossing the boundary. So I went no contact. Alex, just because a parent brings you into this world does not mean that they get to treat you any way that they want. It doesn't mean that they get to disrespect you. It doesn't mean that they get to belittle you. It does not mean that they get to abuse you. If your parent is abusive, you have every right to remove contact. Yeah. If all they're doing is making you cry and have a bad day, man, fuck them. Fuck them. Literally, get rid of them. I am a sweet person, but it's like I have been taken advantage of by so many people in my life. So many people in my life have taken advantage of my kindness that I'm to the point that I'm like, I'm not dealing with it anymore. I've been walked over for the last time by too many people. I am not interested in anyone who does not bring value to my life, man or woman. If my child is abusive, they're going too. I'm not putting up with it. If your child is abusing you, Natalie, if your child is abusing you, the mother, then yes, cut them off. You do not have to put up with poor treatment from anyone, regardless who they are. If they're your child or your mother or your aunt or your brother or your coworker, like you do not have to put up with poor treatment from anyone. Katrina, I'm so sorry. You did not deserve to spend Christmas crying because your family was treating you so poorly. Like that is not cool at all. You can love your kids and you can love your family from afar. You can love them and not have anything to do with them. I still love my family, but I'm not willing to allow them to abuse me, period. Yeah, I am an empath, and that's why I get abused a lot. Why I have in the past, anyway. I wasn't able to see my fault and how I was allowing people to treat me. So now what I do is if I see somebody is disrespecting me, I only take it one time. You're only going to disrespect me one time, and then I'm excommunicating. Like I'm not going to stand for it like I used to. I'm not going to make excuses for why people choose to treat me poorly. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're having a bad day. Oh, they had a bad day at work. Oh, somebody cut them off in traffic. Oh, this, that, or whatever. No, if they're treating me like shit, I'm not making excuses about it. I have been hurt. I have been hurt. I have been hurt by every single person who said that they were supposed to love me. Yeah. Every one of them. I have not had one person in my life who said that they love me and actually loved me. Like I said, I am very optimistic about people who bring value to my life, man or woman. So I feel fine about guys who are quiet, women who are quiet, as long as they are bringing value to my life and uplifting me and reciprocating the same energy that I give to them, then we can definitely be cool. I do have a new family. It's weird, but my internet peeps have become my family. So it's not just me and my kids anymore. It's me and my kids and you guys on the internet. Hey girl. Yeah, my Christmas was good. I don't celebrate Christmas, but it was my son's birthday. He turned 19, so we celebrated that. Boundaries are hard because the thing with boundaries is that a lot of people on the receiving end, They see that as you trying to be difficult, right? But in you trying to be difficult, it's just that you do not want to be taken advantage of. And you're no longer easy to manipulate. So be difficult. No longer be easy to manipulate. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow people to easily manipulate you anymore. No, my kids don't need a stepdad. Value means, yeah, financial value, emotional value, mental value, physical value means value. It means you're providing something for me that is ultimately making my life easier in some way. I know nobody is perfect. I have two sisters. They get mad when they can't control you anymore. Yeah, they throw a fit like a little baby, like a 2-year-old. I can't have any kids. I got my tubes tied on purpose because I did not want any more kids. I think in order for, I think every relationship that you have needs to be reciprocated. So, like, I give a certain amount of energy in all my friendships, and I expect that they do the same in return. If I'm calling you to say, hey, what's up, then I expect for you to make the effort to call me as well. Thank you, Audrey. Christy, you could just ignore those comments. Like, I'm not even paying attention to them. My plans for 2025, I have quite a bit. I have quite a bit of plans for 2025. So I'd like to increase my revenue to 20K a month. I would like to, I want to grow my hair like 5 more inches. I want to, hold on. You can't see all the comments. Somebody else said the same thing. That's so weird. Somebody else said they said the exact same thing, Flynn. I didn't change any of my settings on TikTok. Okay, let me read this comment really quickly. If I may ask you, how much would you feel if a military guy gets left after a 6-year engagement and then leaves after 2 weeks when I come home, but I did it for he and our family? Robert, I don't know how to feel about that because that's not enough information for me to, that's not enough information for me to really give an appropriate opinion on. Oh, happy birthday! Yes, I can sing happy birthday, Flynn. So I'm on TikTok and on YouTube. So maybe you can't see the comments because I am looking at the comments on YouTube, possibly. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know what it is about the TikTok filter, but I look so different in this TikTok filter. Like different, like smoother, if that makes sense. Not that I don't look good on the YouTube screen. It's the same as the one. It's if you look up B and Viv the pet stylist on YouTube, it's the same. Right, Katrina? It's like a I don't even know what to say. Like kind of like I have on like a purifier on my face, like it's seamless. I am doing awesome. Okay, so I'll sing you happy birthday. I cannot sing very well. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Oh my gosh, my phone's going dead. Y'all, I was gonna start reading that book, and Flynn, I was gonna start reading that book, but I couldn't figure out how to buy it on Amazon, and my iPad went dead, so it won't let me log in. But we're gonna start that book. Will I ever be good enough tomorrow? I made my son a red velvet cake, and he hasn't even had one bite of it yet. It's so, oh, excuse me, it's so good though. Life with Togo. If you ever have any questions, you can email me. You can go to my homepage, and my email is actually listed. And I also do like business coaching calls as well, and can help you with, getting your business started if that's something that you're interested in doing. I did, Christy. I did. I did. I saw them. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was so I was a little skeptical of these photos because I wondered if they were old pictures or if they were newer pictures. Just because all of the information about them not being together anymore. I know. And he was the one who asked me for it. But it's okay. Like, he'll eat it. I've already eaten, me and his sister have already eaten like half of it. So there's still quite a bit left. There's still quite a bit left. He didn't have any legs. There looked like there was a lot of filtering going on in that picture. It did look photoshopped. The picture did look photoshopped. So she does have a point there. Okay, you guys, I'm trying to come into my room to set up because I need to charge my phone. Thank you. My daughter just had a birthday too this month. So both of my kids have birthdays in December. It's been a busy month. Robert, I'm sorry that you are going through that. What does she say? Like, what did she say was the reason why she wanted to end the relationship? Did she give you a reason? So Parker had a Christmas scarf on. I didn't even notice that. All right, you guys, I've got to figure out how to set this other phone up. Let me go grab. Actually, my son is a Capricorn and my daughter is a Sagittarius because my daughter's birthday is at the beginning of December and my son's birthday is Christmas Day. So that puts him as a Capricorn, right? Christy, there's gonna be a lot of creators that are gonna do the stream of the show. So when the show comes out, if you're not already following, sorry, that sounded weird. If you're not already following conspiracy, she will stream it live. At least that's what she did last time. So I feel like she'll probably do it again this time too. So she cheated on you, is what you're saying, Robert. She cheated. If that's true, I understand like being lonely. I understand that, especially if you're not like at home a lot because you're out of the country or whatever. But when you marry somebody, you marry them for better or for worse. And cheating, being lonely is not an excuse to cheat on your spouse. Amelia, are you talking about my eyebrows? That's so rude. What's wrong with my eyebrows? Like, say it. What's wrong with them? Don't just say, "Oh, there's the eyebrows," and then not say what it is that you don't like about them. Like, say it with your chest. She looked picture in that second one. They reached out to me, Beatnik, and asked me if I would allow them to use some of my content, and they said that they would pay me for $100 per video. So I did grant them access to it. I think my eyebrows look good. I mean, I could probably do a little bit better of an arch, but I think overall they're good. I mean, my eyes are really my hair is really dark. Like I have really dark hair. So my eyebrows are obviously like they need to match my hair. So obviously they need to be as dark as my hair. I believe that Gypsy is it's hard. It's really hard to say what I think about Gypsy because I don't want to get banned, but everyone knows that I don't think that she's a good person. Like, she's not a good person. Thank you, Katrina. I believe that. I do. Oh, I have to add, Chevy, I don't know who you're talking about. I have to add, like, color right here to these on this side because I have a lot of like white hairs that grow in my eyebrows, which is really fucking weird. I don't know why I have white eyebrows, but I do. Thank you, Peter. I don't know, Buffy. Just ignore it. Just ignore them. Some people have nothing better to do than belittle other people because it makes themselves feel better. Hold on, I'm coming back. Let me see if I can try to buy this book now. If my iPad's charged enough. Oh, thank you, Jess. Let's see. I thought it was 9:30 for some reason. I'm gonna get off here in just a few minutes. I'm gonna try to buy this book so that tomorrow we can start on this book whenever I come on at 7:30. It's been nice just chit-chatting though. We don't normally just sit here and chit-chat. Sometimes I don't really have I feel like I don't have a lot to say sometimes, you know? I was trying to buy it like directly in the Kindle app, but you can't. You have to You have to actually buy it like in Amazon, and you can't buy it in the app. You have to do it on the internet. Okay, I bought the book. Oh wow, this book about dopamine detox might be good. It says Dopamine Detox, a short guide to remove distractions and get your brain to do hard things productively. That might be good too. Okay, so I finally got the book, and we are going to start doing the book tomorrow at 7:30. Allie, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday! Happy birthday. So it was my daughter's birthday on the 14th. It was my son's birthday on Christmas Day. And then my dog's birthday is the 29th. So all my kids have birthdays in December. All of them. Even my dog child has a birthday in December. The book is about narcissism, and hold on. I'll read to you the excerpt to tell you what it's about. It's about daughters of narcissistic mothers. But let me go back to it so I can read. Read it. All right. Basically, it says the first book for daughters who have suffered the abuse of narcissistic, self-involved mothers. Will I Ever Be Good Enough provides the expert assistance you need in order to overcome this debilitating history and reclaim your life. Drawing on more than 2 decades of experience as a therapist specializing in women's health and hundreds of interviews with suffering daughters, Dr. Carl McBride helps you recognize the widespread effects of this emotional abuse and create an individualized program for self-protection, resolution, and complete recovery. Narcissistic mothers teach their daughters that love is not unconditional. That it is given only when they behave in accordance with maternal expectations and whims. As adults, these daughters have difficulty overcoming feelings of inadequacy, disappointment, emotional emptiness, and sadness. There may also have a fear of abandonment that leads them to form unhealthy romantic relationships, as well as a tendency to perfectionism and unrelenting self-criticism or to self-sabotage and frustration. Dr. McBride's step-by-step program will enable you to 1. Recognize your own experience with maternal narcissism and its effects on all aspects of your life. 2. Discover how you have internalized verbal and nonverbal messages from your mother and how these have translated into overachievement or self-sabotage. 3. Construct a personalized program to take control of your life and enhance your sense of self, establishing healthy boundaries with your mother and breaking the legacy of abuse. So if you do still have a relationship with your mother, it will help you to form some boundaries so that she's not continuing to abuse you in your adult life. That sounds like your daughter. I'm so sorry. It can definitely be that daughters turn out to be narcissistic rather than having the mother as the narcissist. But they're usually the narcissist. It's hard to explain, but narcissists are not born. They are taught to be that way, if that makes sense. So somebody like me as an empath, we all have narcissistic traits. Every single person has some narcissistic traits. But as you are growing up in those really like developmental years of yours, there are certain things that can happen in your life that cause you to have more narcissistic characteristic traits than other people, or they're more visible than other people, or you are displaying them in ways that is more visible than other people. And with noticing these narcissistic characteristic traits comes a lot of self-reflection so that you can do the work to make sure that you're not abusing other people in your life. But that's the best way that I can describe it. Yes. It depends on how you were raised. It depends on how you were raised, because a narcissist can be raised to be a narcissist from an empath parent, because the narcissist is basically abusing the parent in the way that the parent is an empath and the child is looking for ways to get over and abuse the parent. So you can have both. You can have both. The point of the book is to help spot these characteristic traits so that you know what they are and that you can take action in the relationships that you do have. Thank you, Katie. If you want to come and join and read the book, JM, I'm going to be starting to read the book tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am on Eastern Standard Time. So we'll start reading the book tomorrow. And because this is a book that I really feel like we need to take in slowly and have a good dialogue so that we can talk about how we notice some of these characteristic traits in our own lives, I think we'll probably only do one chapter at a time. That way we can take enough time to communicate throughout the book, like where we see some of these things happening in our own life, how we can recognize them, how we can change them, and come up with strategies so that we can all help one another. I think that that's really important, because a lot of times we don't see the narcissistic characteristic traits in ourselves or either in other people until we talk about that person with someone else. It, it's 8:41 my time. Where are you at? Yes, energy and how we feed off negatively off of one another. There's a lot of really toxic fucking people in this world. Oh my gosh, where did you see that, Buffy? This is my copper tin that I was telling y'all about. So you pour the water in the copper tin and you let it sit in the copper tin for like 12 hours, and it purifies the water in the copper tin. And then it even comes with this little cute little cup, and you can pour the water into the cup, or you can just drink it straight from the tin. I mean, I'm the only one who drinks out of this, so I typically just drink it straight from the tin. But if you wanted to be like bougie, you could pour yourself a little cup. Oh, yay! Well, fingers crossed you get the day off. You're in Indiana, so I think so you're saying it's the same, it's 8:43 there too? Yeah, so I'll be on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know. Let me look at my Kindle and see how many chapters this book is. You should have downloaded already since I bought it already. I bought it on my Kindle because I didn't want to do the audiobook. I've got actually a lot of books in my Kindle. A lot that we can read from. I don't know if y'all know how to like master your focus, the 11 laws of likability. Like I have a lot of self-help books. If y'all are into that, we can go through my library and just start reading some of those books too. Oh my gosh. 40 kids sounds like a lot, girl. You should be drinking like how many glasses of water per day? Give me 1 second. How did I get into this book? I didn't even know. Let me exit out. I didn't think that I opened it up to page 1, but I guess I did. Yeah, I did. So I want to break it down into chapters. Okay. So there are 14 chapters, and each chapter looks like it's pretty significant. It's like 15 pages each chapter. So I feel like if we did one chapter a night, we could really study on it and have a pretty good discussion without feeling too overwhelmed. I drink probably, I don't know, maybe 4 glasses of water every day. 4 of those big glasses. This is gonna be a good book. Looking at the names of the chapters, it looks like it's gonna be a really good book. And it looks like there's some source material too. I used to have Kindle Unlimited, but I quit paying for that because I wasn't reading the books. I started listening to them on Audible, and it just made more sense for me to pay for the Audible subscription rather than paying for both of them because Amazon likes to get their money. So they want to charge you for every little thing. You can't get Audible and Kindle for the same price. No, those are 2 separate apps. You have to pay 2 separate prices. Yeah, that's what I thought. 8 glasses. I usually do about 4 of those 8-ounce. Actually, I think that big glass is like 12 or 16. So. Yeah, my body changed after giving birth too. I actually started losing a lot of my hair after giving birth. Like, when I took my shower today, if I showed y'all how much hair I got out after washing my hair today, y'all be like, oh my God. When I do like this to like scrub my hair, it was like my hands were covered in hair. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. That's really good. She said Kindle was cheaper when she was in school because you could just buy the books off of Kindle. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get going since we're not reading tonight. But I will see y'all back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to start reading Will I Ever Be Good Enough, which is about narcissistic daughters of narcissistic mothers. Now, what we're reading, you can also apply from, any relationship. It's going to tell you the view from the daughter, but you can really apply this to any relationship that you are in or have. And once you hear everything that's in the book, like I said, we're going to do chapter by chapter so that we can have a good discussion about it, because I think that a lot of people don't realize how many narcissists are in their family or in their life, period. And narcissists will try to abuse you if they can. Moody, I don't know what you mean by do I charge by the hour? I don't know what that meant. One of my friends had really bad psoriasis too after. I'm really excited. You would pay starting at 100 for what? I'm excited to listen to the book as well. Thank you, Audrey. Y'all have a good night. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. My mother was a narcissist too. I'll see you guys tomorrow.